across the country. And that brings us to the horrific attack on Speaker Pelosi's husband, Paul. According to reports, he was assaulted with a hammer inside his own home by an intruder, quote, looking for Nancy. The assailant, we now know to be an illegal immigrant, is a hyper-paranoid, pro-nudity activist who allegedly lives in a storage shed and believes in QAnon conspiracies. We wish Paul Pelosi a full and speedy recovery. This is not political. Unfortunately, many on the left, they want this to be political. They want voters to believe that the illegal immigrant nudist to attack Paul Pelosi is representative of conservatives in America. Now, of course, they were singing a very different tune. Remember when that Bernie Sanders superfan shot up a baseball field full of Republican lawmakers? And you might remember just this year, they all but ignored the assassination attempt against Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh. And when Senator Rand Paul, remember, he was violently assaulted, many on the left, they just mocked it. Now, many in the media mob have the gall to bash President Trump for, waiting 2 whole days before condemning the attack. I thought they didn't want to hear from Mr. Trump. You might recall in the summer of 2020, we had 574 riots. We had dozens of dead Americans. We had bricks, rocks, bottles, Molotov cocktails thrown at police officers. Thousands of them were injured. We had billions in property damage, and most Democrats were either silent or lied to us and told us they were mostly peaceful protests. Where were they then? And by the way, Paul Pelosi was the victim of a deranged individual. It's sad, but it's happening in city after city and town after town, and it's becoming increasingly lawless in this country for everyone, in large part because of Democratic policies.